Okay, job number one of the day. It's Monday morning, and I'm going to get my packing done. Just go through what I've got to get packed. A WWF belt. A lot of this is easy to pack. That's a Planet skirt. What I do on these, I do have these plastic things, but I keep them for me for storage. When I send, I take them out of the plastic, so it's kind of folded at the right size. And I've got some light packing paper. This is really cheap. You can get massive amounts of this for not very much. So it's a little bit more environmentally friendly. I mean, I still put it in a poly bag, but I'm not sending a poly bag and a plastic bag, so they get reused. The tapes that I sourced this weekend, they have sold. This one sold for £6.99 plus £3.50 postage. I'm beginning to wonder whether I could have got a bit more for that, but I was looking at Sony HF90s and they didn't go for that much. Whether that one would have gone for more because it was old, I don't know. But there we go, it's gone. I only paid £5 for 3 lots of tape, so that was £1 and the other two were £2. This one sold for £65. I thought it might. Actually put it on for 67.99 and it sold for 65 plus 3.50 postage. So that's a bit of a result. Wish that could happen every day. Doesn't know, but it's going off to Germany, so it had £10 postage on that as well. So I don't normally send things signed, but I will send that signed for, because you know, probably worth the extra, like a couple of quid for the. I think you get £50 coverage if you send it signed. So yeah, that's why I do that. Yeah, some Nicorettes they sold a few days ago. So I will probably try and get that as a large letter. Let's see if that will fit through. And a PS2 that sold again. I don't know whether I underpriced that, but I am glad that it's gone. So all that's got to be packed. All this should be fairly easy to pack. This may be, I've got to find a box for it, but should be all right. So pack that, do labels, put labels on this lot. That's all the stuff I've sort of pre-packed as I've gone along and kept up to track. Feel a bit rough this morning because I've got a bit of a cold, but just crack on and do this. So once I've done this, I'll report back, see how long it all takes me. I'll try and keep focused and not drift off into something else. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go into the garage and pick 5 or 6 things ready to list. So when I've done that, I'll do another little vid. And then when I've listed them, I'll do another vid. So again, simple things just done and out of the way to keep it ticking over. But yeah, there we go. I will report back later. Right, that's all done and dusted. That took an hour and a quarter, so that was to pack about half a dozen things and to then label about those 6 things and another 6 things that were already been packed. As usual, when I do something like that, I'm like a whirling dervish and needs a little bit of a mini tidy up. I've just gone through like sellotape on the floor, there's a pen on the floor. I mean, I just don't know how it happens, but it does. One thing on packages, I'm going to start. It's something I used to do at the right beginning of my reselling. I'm going to start putting my like on the back, just write return and my house address and my house number and my postcode. Just because I don't have a lot of things go missing, but I got a return the other day, and where they have the return address on the label, that's where they put not picked up, the not picked up sticker. So it got covered. So I'm just going to have my address in a couple of places, just in case that someone in Finland doesn't pick it up. Right, I'm going to take a few minutes break, maybe have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to pick 6 things out. But yeah, that took an hour and a quarter. Amazing, you think, oh, it won't take half an hour, and I was really quite focused on doing that. But that's out of the way now. I've got nothing outstanding to pack, nothing outstanding to label, so that is cool. Okay, kettle's on. Been in the garage. I've got 2 pairs of Farrell Williams trainers that I've had for ages. I've got an old Sony keyboard which I've got to test. A Furby which I might stick in an Amazon box. Furby Connect as well, so there should be quite good value on that. It does work, I've tested it, and again I've got this Nostalgia Seal game. I'm going to check the Amazon price for that. Couple of vintage games and an old Sony video. So yeah, again there's a couple of phones in there as well, but I don't know where the bases are. This stuff's been kicking around for ages. I don't know why it is, but it's always easier to list stuff you've only just got, and more difficult to list stuff that's been hanging around the back of the garage for ages. So, going to test the video. I'm going to just test that again, that keyboard. I'm pretty sure I've done it already. Make sure all the bits are in the Cluedo. And I want to get the 2 sets of trainers, the keyboard, the Cluedo and the Monopoly, and the video listed today. As a minimum. So and check out the Amazon prices for these two. So that's my next thing. I'll let you know when that's done. I tested the video, not working. That'll be chucked. Checked completes, and there's none that are sold for parts. So just get rid of that. Open up the space. Monopoly. I'd had any bits in it. I don't know. I must have bought it cheap. But it's got all the money, all the property things in, but only 2 tokens and hardly any houses. I think what I'll do is I'll chuck the box is knackered. I'll chuck the board and I'll just keep the other bits and bobs for spares. Full set of community cards, but they're pretty knackered, and there's got the instructions, but different dice. So I'll keep that for spares. Shrink that down. These 2 I'll send to Amazon. What I've ended up with, stuff that I will list, is this, which is complete, but it's hasn't got any of those guessing, the pad, the bits of paper to guess. So let's put that in the listing. Hopefully people can print them off the internet. This does work, but it needs to clean up in the battery department. These 2 are fine. So I always like to have about 5 or 6 things that I'm going to list. So I went back in the garage and grabbed a couple of other things. This Thrustmaster joystick, these are always good sellers, and a Vision saucepan. So now I will crack on with, I'll probably list these 2 first. It's easy. I've got to test that, but I'm sure it'll work. I'll list that because it's easy. Listing that will be easy. And then once I've done those 4, give that a bit of a clean up and get that on. And that will be my 5 minimum done for the day. And put this back in the garage in the to be taken down the tip, and put that in a box ready for Amazon. So there you go. Okay, good day today. Got all my stuff packaged, ready for my post office trip tomorrow. Listed 6 things, and got them out and got them listed. Those things I showed you earlier. And since all that was going on, another 3 things have sold. So I've got to package this. I've got to package this, and a pair of walking trousers. So I will do that or probably sometime this afternoon or this evening. It's 3 o'clock now, so I feel like I've got everything done ready for tomorrow. Got all my listings done. So now it's just really a case of, I could get another maybe 5, 6 things out and get them ready for tomorrow and research them. But it's a bit more relaxed than, the feeling that I've got a little chunk done and I can get stuff ready for tomorrow is great. I know I've got to go to the post office tomorrow, so that'll take at least an hour out of my time, more if I decide to go around our not very good charity shops around here, which I don't often source in. My local one's not very good. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you found that useful. Just sort of kind of like a live example of what I do, and actually showing you it in practice. I will again do another post tomorrow. It's going to be more and more of the same, but it really does give an indication of how important it is to keep that consistency, even if it's small amounts. Now I listed 6 things up to 3 o'clock today. That's not a huge amount. I know some people do 10, 20, 30. You could do 100 if you want. But the fact that I've listed every day for the past 4 or 5 days, and the real goal is to ensure that I list every single day and not drift off into 2, 3, 4 days where I don't do anything. So that's all for today, and I will do another video tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Bye bye.